I mean, I want to let a couple people come into the chat before I start introducing the man. But if you don't know who he is, you haven't done your research in Niagara hip hop. For shame. You know what I mean? I've been bringing you some of the latest from some of the soon-to-be greatest. And we had him on the Terrell Effect episode. I don't even remember what episode, but we had him on the Terrell Effect in February. But and right here is HrtCore, HrtCore. What's your Instagram? Let them know that off the hop.
My Instagram right now is HrtCore Not So Daily, ShakkurNotSoDaily. Yeah. So
all right, HrtCore Not So
yeah.
Daily. Check them out. We got one viewer. Before we get too far into it, I want to let you know, like when I first interviewed you, I think I was broadcasting on one stream. It was like Facebook.
Yeah, it was Facebook.
Facebook and Spreaker.
Yeah.
Now, after bumping into Restream.io, I have the ability to, like when I started, broad channels. I bumped it up to 7. Started working with the Savage Circle. We're now at, I think, 13 channels.
So you're broadcasting on 13 channels
13 channels right now. We're broadcasting on The Boneyard. Shout outs to TJ Palmer, a.k.a. Boneyard himself. You know what I mean? We're broadcasting on Sofa City Sounds. Shout outs to Amanda Shills. You know what I mean? And her rambunctious self. We got the channels for Exposed the North, as well as Culture Shock. I think we're going to be broadcasting on Share the Shock as well. So, yeah, there's a few more genres of music that are going to be hearing what hip-hop has to say about it. So, You know what I mean? I just wanted to put that out there because we're trying to bridge the gap in the sense of, like, music is music. So it's an expression of art. So why is there the segregation and the separate? Yes, man. So we're trying to, get that all sorted out. But with that being said, what's new with you?
Well, from the last time I was here, it was new with me. I got a new job, like a new day job.
All right.
So it's whatever, you know what I mean? Like, buy in terms of just expenses and shit like that. But I want to say nothing's really new, but I do have a new mindset though. Like the last time I was here, I definitely feel like I think way more different in terms of goals and aspirations in life and where I want to go and like where I want to be in like a few years, right? Which I'm still gonna be doing music, which I'm always gonna be doing music. But in terms of the other side, apart from like music, I definitely think different now though.
Now I might know what this is, but like if you wanna, I don't know if you want to put it out there, but what do you think has led to this change in thought process? You don't have to let it be known, but like if I'm right, you know what I mean? Like you can just like I might be right because I know my thought process changed at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like I'm there and I'm like, all right, cool, this is me, and something happens and it's just like okay. Wait.
It's like down. I gotta
it's like you're free falling, and then something just pulls the pin.
You just take things, and I feel like that's definitely 90% of the reason why my mindset changed. Of course, which I do take it as a huge blessing, obviously.
Yeah.
Right. And I just started like planning shit like ahead because like I never really planned shit like.
Really?
Like I came across as like that type of person who
plan. I'm not gonna lie, like I think you were the one who was talking about workout regimens or something like that. I was just like, this guy is serious about life, and I'm just like, cool. Like he's got his like here and everything. Like when it came to kinesiology, when it came to kinesiology, so I figured that kind of rolled over to everyday life, or was that just? It's like I don't know, like my wires and my video games perfectly organized. Look at my wardrobe and everything else in my life, there's chaos. So, you know what I mean? So I guess if that applies, then, but I find a sense of clarity in chaos. I don't know why. It might be because I'm so used to
yeah,
like,
working in it.
yeah, like I mean, growing up, like as a kid, like I mean, like as a baby, there's like 9 to 15 people in the household.
Right.
So there's always this person here and that person there and the next person, and then you got the people coming in from the family. So like, what was it? What is it like now that kind of camaraderie, like social gathering, can't happen? Like, what are you doing to vid blahs, so to speak?
That's a good question, actually. I definitely don't feel as though my lifestyle changed in terms of uh just separating myself from people, because I'm introverted. Like I actually don't even like to, like I can be by myself for like months on end and like be completely fine. Like it's weird. Whereas when it comes to like being in a relationship with like a girl or something like that, like I'm always like, they always get on me like, yo, you wanna hang out, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like I was watching like a podcast, like I want to say a day or two ago, where this guy had like the same idea as me, but the 3 other guys on the podcast were thinking different. They're like, how often should you see like your girlfriend, your significant other, if you don't live together? And they're like 5 times a week is like normal. And he's like, 5? He's like, 2 maximum is cool. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like,
I'm one of those other 3 dudes. No, I'm not even gonna lie. No, I like me. Like I think when I found, like before I even knew, like, the 2 was like, okay, fine, hi, Bella. You know what I mean? Because but like when I found like 1, I was just like, all right, I want to absorb as much of this energy as I possibly can. You know what I mean? So
I feel like,
yeah. So like I hear where you're coming from, but then again, that too comes from like always being around people, so always wanting to have that connection kind of thing. So yeah, I'm an attention whore. I like, she knows it, I know it.
Yeah,
we see eye to
we
eye
understand.
about it. We understand it. I get my 1 day a week to just do my thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I come back. So now being introverted, this probably doesn't mean anything to you. It's just like
to me.
You've been doing it
normal. This is so normal. Like when people are on the internet now, so the world needs to open up. I'm just like, bro, I live my life like this every day. Like it's literally normal. Like
that's great.
Yeah. So I mean, in terms of obviously social distances and shit. Yeah. Like I don't go around a lot of people. Like I don't do like, obviously not parties. There's no parties anyway.
Yeah.
Like no, it's really having huge I don't even understand in terms of like people saying like people having parties and huge gatherings. I'm like, bro, I don't even see these stuff happening.
Yeah,
where are they? Like I don't even know. So I'm not going to go. I mean, I go to grocery store and shit at home now. It's like that's even worse.
Oh
like,
man, so you have one less reason to go anywhere.
Worse. Like I literally wake up every day. I wake up out of my bed, go freshen up in the bathroom, I'm in my room all day, just working. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, fuck. Like this shit is bad. Like I want to go out.
Oh man, I know the vibe still, because like I have to do it 3 days at a time. I can't stay longer than 3 days for some reason. By the 3rd day, I feel like Taz spinning around. I'm just like, what can I do? Where can I go? What can I do? Where can I go? And I'll, go, oh shit, we don't have butter today. I gotta go to the grocery store. Shit. You know what I mean? While we're at it, I need toothpicks. Why not go to the dollar store?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's bad, but like I don't engage with people the way I used to. It's like I was talking to this one dude the other day, and he's all the way over there by like, you know what I mean? He's over by a fence and over here by the wall. And I'm like talking like this to him. Just like, this is good conversation. I don't have to put my mask on this way. He's like, yeah, you're right. I'm like, yeah. But the dude was really just out there watching me to see that I wasn't doing nothing. Man, I'm tired of that shit.
Yeah.
I get tired of that.
Yeah, it's getting weird, bro.
Like, dude comes out there and he's standing there looking at me. And I'm like, can I help you, sir? Brother's like, oh, I'm just out here to see what's going on. Someone was over here the other day setting fire to the back over there, and it ended up causing issue in my property. I'm like, all right, cool. Pretty stupid to be setting a fire with a camera in my hand. My wife and daughter are filming me.
Yeah.
While this dude's watching me, and I'm just like, you really think I'm about to do something stupid like that? Are you? And he's like, huh? Pardon me? I said, I'd be pretty stupid to be setting fire to something while we're filming, huh?
Yeah.
And he didn't get the sarcasm at all. He just straight face, just like, I'm like, okay.
All right.
All right.
I'm just
we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna wrap. That's probably what you. It's hard, bro. It's hard. Like, you can't, like.
Yeah, people are definitely weirdos. Yeah, this whole experience has taught me, if not a lot, that people are very much weirdos.
Yep. And now the worst part about it is everybody's looking for something to watch.
Fox.
Everybody's looking. I can't wait until I can implement my idea because I'm gonna give them something to watch. But I gotta wait until I can do it legally. I can technically do it legally, but I don't want the technically. I want the actual full letter of the law to be force of action. So if anybody tries to say, "Oh, you can't be doing that," actually, right here it says freedom of assembly, freedom of choice. Like, yeah, man, you know, I love it. Like those times when I'm there and I'm just like, I remember one time I was approached. And I'm playing video games, and people are complaining that the video games are too loud and they can hear gunfire. It's like, I walk to the door with the controller in my hand. And I'm like, they have a problem with the noise, but you can't come through this here threshold because of this here charter. I like the way the law works. You know what I mean? But that's life, bro. That's life. I'm looking at these shoes like, this is what happens when you have too much fucking time on your hands. And for those who haven't seen them, I'll show you a little. Actually, no, I'm not going to show you nothing. You can see them when you come to my performance. The first time I perform. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But like, let's just say I got some kicks that got some glitter and some glamour to them.
Yeah, pretty funky.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Like if you look at the back, the heel. Here,
with the North there.
Exposed. Yeah, because We the North was taken by someone who saw Exposed the North. But we won't go there. We won't. I'm telling you, bro, if you check the date stamp, I'm telling you, but it's okay.
I'm telling you.
So this isn't about me, about you. So you got the new mentality. It's the same drive, but a new mentality, a new focus, new ambition. So, you have any new content coming out, music-wise? What's going on?
I definitely have. Well, right now, I actually just put out a new song.
Okay.
Was it Friday that went by?
Okay.
Yeah, it's called More Money.
Okay.
I put it out in the cloud and then I released it in last Friday. Okay. So it's on all platforms like right now. You have another song coming out. That's called Like Yeah. Okay. I was supposed to put it out in like a week or two.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. Like I like the quality of it. Like it's a nice song. I like it. I fuck with it, but I want to make sure like the quality is good. It's like on the More one, I really like the quality of the entirety of it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Put a new song.
Yeah.
Because I had both right at the same time.
Okay.
So I was like, before I put out a new song, let me make sure like this is cool and it sounds good on your headphones in your car, on your speaker, on your Google Home, whatever. It sounds good on everything, right?
Oh, nowadays you gotta check out too. They have these lights that have speakers in them.
Yeah.
So you can't be too heavy on the bass because it drowns. Okay. So yeah, man.
Yeah. If I listen to music on my TV when I'm home, and it like my TV, I don't know, bro. My TV has stupid speakers on them. I swear, when I play like songs that are like bass boosted, it's like boom, boom. It's like wild, yeah. And you nice. Songs that are that, you can hear the bass a lot. Just find that balance.
I mean, I like to feel the music. I'm not gonna lie. So for the bass drums out a little bit, there's people who are particular. I like to hear the hi.
Yeah, I want to hear what he's saying.
Yeah. Feel the music, people. Feel the music. You gotta feel the music. So shout out to the viewers. You know what I mean. We are on the 79th episode of Candid Conversations. I forgot to mention that off the jump. This has definitely been a journey for me. We are 33 episodes away, 23 episodes away from the second year of this show happening. So
we're deep.
Yeah, man. We're like, it's been going, and it's like, and then I had to do the special edition with Will Swish Styles that happened on a Saturday, February 24th. The Candid Conversations we have is going to be, bro, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be probably my most, like, all due respect, but it's going to be my most, like, heavy, it's going to be a heavy hitting one. Right. It's gonna dive deep in issues that are unresolved within a major system of society. So, you know what I mean? I can say, but for now, February 24th, you're gonna want to tune in, especially if you live in Toronto.
Tune in, guys. February 24th.
We got some news for you that is gonna request my attention to get addressed. So. That being said, yeah, man, this is live. So, for those who didn't see the first interview, who is HrtCore? Like, what made, like, when did you decide this is the name I'm going with? This is what I want to be. This is how I want to be.
Like, that's a good question, Block. In terms of who HrtCore is, well, the play on my name, HRT, means it is an abbreviation for heart. A name Core is just a play on my actual nickname. So my real name is HrtCore. I'll go ahead and say that my real name is HrtCore, but because it's extra R at the end, referencing Tupac Shakur, people just call me Core. You know what I mean? So I just went ahead and put those two together. I have Heart. My name is Core, HrtCore. Just went with it. Definitely some people ask Core before I started making music, like, technically, but they call me like HrtCore, HARD. But I was like, you know what? Let's put a spin on it. And just put HrtCore. And I was like, you know what? I fought with this. This shit is hard. And really and truly, I like the name. Not necessarily know if I'm gonna just go to core at some point. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know, like one of those things where it's like a boy goes to like Shad Moss. So like like a Titty Boy 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, or who else changed their name? Like
Tunchi.
Wayne. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, just one of those things where it's like you feel like you evolve. You evolve, so you just go to another stage in your career, another stage in your process. So I might just be like, you know what? I felt like grimy at this point, like a hardcore, and then I'm just like, you know what? I feel polished, so I'm just core it. You know, sound like an alter ego kind of thing.
Okay.
Weird kind of thing, but
hey, I mean, like, I'm none to say anything because I got the block, and then you know what I mean, my reggae form is Cheshire Black, so you know what I mean, I feel where you're coming from. It makes it kind of further solidifies a reason to have those two different entities, because even with another local artist, you know what I mean, because there's a part of you that's just refined and proper and, you know, diligent, or like, you know what I mean, like, you know, and then there's parts of you that are just like rugged and crude and rough, and it's just, you gotta give my track a year. Like Vendetta was my one track this year where I could just cleanse my soul of everything that was just everything that was on my mind, in my soul, and just done.
Say,
and then I can move on and make my happy tracks and whatever. But I find if I don't give myself that one track, then it just eats away at me and takes away from my creative ability.
You just want to say those things on other tracks. It's like, Block, there's another song for it. Block, we're talking about happiness.
You can't be talking about crushing people's throat when we're singing about like joy and shit, bro.
No, I feel that though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So what is your, like, how do you, I guess, vent your stress, your frustration when it comes to like different, because not everybody, like, what do they say? They say they're gonna make it in great, but they don't say how they're gonna make it great.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you deal with the haters? How do you like if, well, everybody has haters, so how do you deal with them? Like, what's your method, so to speak?
Damn, that's crazy. It's wild when you ask me that question. I personally cannot identify anybody that hates on me.
That's good.
Maybe because I don't acknowledge them. Because like I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, even when I was like in high school, like I just never had the personality where people just hated on me, because I was never like a call in terms of what I was doing. Like captain a basketball team, all this shit. Like it's something called like a head boy, like in high school, where it's basically the leader of like the student body.
Yeah.
Like I was like that guy. And like, I don't know, I was just in positions where I had some kind of authority, I would say. I don't like to call that. It's like a weird word to say, but I was always in some kind of important position. But like I never seen anybody hating on me, because I was always like a people's person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like, yo, do this like right now. I'm just like, yo, like, this is something we gotta do. I'm like, you know what I mean? We should just do this. Like, I always spoke to people like respect. So like in terms of like having haters, even now, I don't know. Like I always like talk to people like they're just my peer. Like, like, you know what I mean? Even in terms of if someone's like 13, like I'm just like, yo, like, what's good? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I hear you.
I'm not just like, yo, I'm way older than you. Like, stop doing that shit. I'm just like, yo, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
I'm just talking on a level like that. But there's anybody hating on me, I personally don't know, because I go by, if it's not directed, it's not respected also.
Okay.
So if you're not directly hating on me,
if it's not like, if they're not saying it, man, if that's the case, then I ain't gotta hate it, because most of these motherfuckers type through keyboards.
Like, yeah, literally. And if it's that case where people type through the keyboard and they're not doing that to me, I'm just like, I guess, I mean, you don't actually hate on me, which is cool.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Yeah, no, that's a good philosophy to look at. What up, James? How you doing? You know what I mean? James Morrison, this man, extreme, bro. Like, he came on one show, and we were like, cause Savage Circle, we had this podcast, and he came on, and bro, like, I'm still amazed by what he did. He took the world's, if you look in here, I think I put it in here. It's either in here or in the other one. It's in the other page.
What's up, James, by the way?
He ate the world's hottest gummy bear.
What? They have that?
They have that. He's holding up the box of it. It's going to be in, I want to put it in one of the issues, but he's holding up a box of it in one of the collages that I have. And I'm like, okay, cool. My dude starts fanning it off.
Yeah.
Sweating a little bit. Calms down. He's like, okay, it's starting to cool off. My dude then proceeds to eat a second gummy bear. Bro, he was karate chopping the air. We did like, and it was under his own power.
Yeah.
It was under his own devices. You know what I mean? Yeah, buddy, get her done. It was under his own devices. It was, my dude was reacting for like 15 minutes to half an hour, something like that. He just soldiered it.
Yeah,
like,
he wet in his bitch.
Soldiered it, just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he definitely earned himself the Culture Shock t-shirt that we sent to him. We're sending him a limited edition flipping Similar Differences album. And a bunch of other stuff from the rest of the Savage Circle. So he's gonna be looked after. Yes, brother, one love. He's gonna look after me because he made his 15 minutes count. He made his. Oh my gosh, it's like I can't believe what lengths he went to, but it was definitely interesting. So it's like, what is the most random thing you've
Tom
that you're willing to talk about on open air?
Tom,
like, yeah, because that just brought that whole scenario brought that question up to me.
That's another good question. Let me see. I don't even know, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I don't even know.
What did I do? Like,
we're going like doing some wild shit, like eating like the world's hottest chip or some shit like that. Like, I do that. I'm up to do some shit like that, but like,
don't say that too loud because I know how much of the Savage Circle is watching. They'll take that as a challenge, bro. Yeah. Thanks, James. We appreciate it. But yeah, no, for real. Like, I'm telling you, bro, it was a culture shock. Like, I walked into the room and it was a culture shock. I'm just like, you're doing what people stereotype me for doing, and I'm doing what people stereotype you for doing. This is fucked up. This is like stereotypes are false. They're lies. There's so much. I've disproven so many things in that one circle. It's just like, and I'm going back this week for more. It's gonna be dope. So yeah, no, me, like, I'll walk into a store and I'll be like, blatantly obnoxious noises. Look around the corner, wait for someone to say something. No one says nothing. No one comes out the corner. I'll say it even louder. Blatantly obnoxious noises. And then people will come out of the corner. Yes, can I help you, sir? It's like when I walk in, they run to the back thinking I'm trying to rob the place or some shit. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Shame on you guys.
You know what I mean? Like, we're the 20. Like, I was on the phone with the office of the premier today. Said, let me ask you a question. Why is it that in 2021 we're still only teaching children that the only thing black people are like about black history is slavery? Why are there no inventors? Why are we not teaching about Lincoln Alexander, the first what was he? The first member of parliament, first black member of parliament, I believe it was, or something like that. Or like, oh my god, I can't even, like, the first black letter carrier. I can't remember his name. There's a lot of things that I should know because I wasn't taught it as effectively, nor was I given the ideology that I should look it up because it's so I know, and it's just like, I'm going to be that significance.
Yeah, what else do I not know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that dryer right there, that washing machine, these lights, they are all in part made possible by black people. So was the comb, the fucking hair dryer. Oh my gosh, the filament in a light bulb. There's so much that has been made possible, and I think I should make a better mark to detail about that, not just in February, but like, have a fact for every show. But then you got the, oh wow, that's not what we're about. What are you about? I gotta be about something more significant than just what people think I should be doing. You know what I mean? And I think that's why I'm on the phone every week with the office of the premier. Not just because I want to blow off steam, but because they're responsible more than they want us to believe. Like right now, the federal government has given them $1 billion to distribute in COVID relief. Have you seen any of that?
$1 billion is a lot of money, bro.
Bro, $1 billion. I don't even need $1 million out of it. I don't even need $1 million out of it. I just need enough to. I'm going to do the chocolate next, and it's 12 million times hotter. Oh my god!
The hottest chocolate bar?
Yeah, James is the hottest chocolate bar, brother. Don't do it. I gotta put this up here. We've been challenged, but yeah, man. So it's like, what are your what? I advocate for change. I advocate for like a difference in society. So what is your, like, I guess, what is, like, aside from the music and, you know, other things, what is your advocate for if given the platform?
Nice questions here, Block.
Thank you. Thank you.
I definitely would advocate for, first of all, I would like people to stop living on social media. It's very weird to me. Like the dynamic of living on social media is actually near like disgusting to me. Like a few months ago, I deleted my Instagram. Not deleted, I just like deleted the app because like I consciously realized that right, open this app every time and I'm just watching what people are doing every day. Like literally think about like somebody that manages their own high maintenance Instagram account. Like it's a business. Think about it later, right?
I know.
Like
No
think
disrespect, but it's true. I know a
yeah,
couple people who.
it's basically a business in the sense, right?
Yep.
So you're creating content for this business per se, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're taking time out of your day to go ahead and create this business because it's whatever results you're getting from it, clout, money, whatever you're getting from it, whatever thing you want, right?
Yeah.
And then when I go on there and I look at it, I don't think, whoa, this person spent like 6, 7 hours creating this video, this short video, or 2 hours taking, not even 3 hours getting this scene to take this picture, editing it, all these things in the mix of the picture. I'm just like, wow, that's a nice picture. I like it. I'm like, damn, my life couldn't be that nice. Like this person just did that, just wow, just took the picture and posted it. No, it's a business. They literally took their time out. They took their time out, took the picture, and they miss him like it's so easy. And most people are like the way people live their lives, and nobody actually lives their lives that easily. And it's all more so for like cloud or whatever fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
But I also went ahead and deleted it because I don't like the success based on like anybody's progress, right? Like
Yeah.
it's easy to go ahead and yo, in like 10 songs a week. It's like, dude, I can't 10 songs a week, bro. Like I don't have the time to make songs a week.
You'd have to do that. Like, oh my gosh, I have my month broken down into weeks, and even then, I still don't have enough time to do all the things I want to do, bro. So I hear you. Like, and like to do it, it's like everybody. There'd have to be a chain of events in place where, you know what I mean. You'd have to be able to put everything on hold, and that's impossible to put everything on hold in one hand, like over here, while you're over here trying stuff done, while your foot's doing the next thing. You know what I mean? Your elbow's trying to do something that's taking your hand away from where it's gotta be. Yeah, man, it's madness. So, like, I hear where you're coming from in a sense, but it's just a matter of like juggling. I call it juggling because you never really have a full grasp on any one thing, and anybody who acts like life is just like, even Bezos a step down. The richest man in the world has said, okay, enough. I wonder if it's because of all the pressure that's been put on him. Like, so there is a point where enough is enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So why can't the rest of the say, okay, instead of making all of these people do all of this work for so little return, why not just give them a return? Man, I'm like, $1 billion? Like, Cat Williams is right. You should be able to kill someone with that word. Billion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, where it's so like powerful, like to think of somebody having $1 billion is wild. Yeah, it's wild. And it's like, damn, how do you get there?
Yeah.
And say, how do you get there and you're just still doing nothing that's nothing that's recognized, like in the sense of helping others or pushing an agenda that's gonna help the world. Like I like when the question you asked, like I would definitely advocate for like self-awareness and just people being aware of how they are, how they affect others, and just loving self, and more so just being aware of their ego or itself. Like I feel people get caught up in just more so just not taking responsibility for their actions, and more so blaming people for like the shit like that happened to them or like the situation they're in. Like the wrongest thing you could possibly do is blame someone for a situation you're in. So say, I don't know, uh say a situation so as like being broke. Not even let's not even go into poverty, because poverty is a whole broke. Because let's just say being broke. Like a lot of people that are like broke just like live day to not day to day, but like week to week. They entirely from broke because of this and that and this and that. Whereas they're not like thinking, oh, maybe I should look into myself and be like, yo, I may be the reason I'm broke. Like most people don't think that.
No.
And it's like, why do you not think that?
No.
Like, you know what I mean? You think Jeff Bezos got where you got thinking like, yo, I'm the reason what.
Yeah, no.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, even so far as to like, and I right now because like it's even like when we started Culture Shock. I started it with somebody, and their heart wasn't in it after like 3 months. And it's like, well, I've put my soul into this now. What do I do? So I pick up and I run with it now. And like I've changed my mentality, fuck down to my wardrobe. You know what I mean? I can't go a week without wearing a suit. I have to put on my button up. I have to, or like, you know what I mean? I have to dress ways to find myself. Like I have that executive position, but at the same time, I have to humble myself sometimes and just throw on my tracksuit and just be like, okay, I got to be comfortable in my own skin. So it's like there's so many roles that we have to play at any given time. It's what at times it's difficult to say like what direction I want to go in, but I just have to move forward. You know what I mean? So it's like, how do you recenter yourself?
How do I recenter myself?
Yeah, how do you recenter yourself? Like when you start to like when you know what I mean, you have the song to make and you have someone calling your attention and you have your job that you got to do, and you know flipping the chores have to be done and you need to go out and get some job. You know what I mean? Like how do you center yourself and figure out okay what course of action you're gonna take?
All right, I definitely when my thoughts are like spinning out of control, I definitely to like meditating. Okay. In terms of I like the meditating list, like yeah. Right? People always think like people do that to like meditate. It's just more so, you know what? I'm just gonna be still, close my eyes, and just think, and watch my thoughts. Because like when your thoughts is like spinning out of control, that's literally all you have to do is just meditate, like quote unquote, where it's just literally just stop, close your eyes. You don't even have to close your eyes, but I close my eyes and just watch my thoughts and see like, whoa, this needs to go here, this needs to go there, this needs to go here, this needs to go there. Now they're all untangled. I'm like, you know what? Cool. What's the most important right now? What do I need to do by tomorrow? What do I need to do by today? What do I need to do by the next hour? Look at it like that. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? I make a mental note of all of them or just write it down, which is you should probably write most things down because that's how you know what I mean, just put more power into things when you write it down. So I normally don't write it down honestly because I need to do better with that. but I know this. I know this, but I usually don't do, which is pretty bad.
Yeah, that's why you see me.
Yeah, like you know shit, but you don't really do it. That's why I said, like, in terms of being like, I need to be more organized. I know I need to be organized, but I'm like, well, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I need to. But nah, I actually, for the first time, no, not the first time. My mom made me do this like when I was in high school. She told me like write down and put it on a paper, stick it on the back of your door, like your room door. I did it. That was the first time I did it, and I swear that worked, bro.
It does.
I swear it worked.
I'm telling you, I wrote out in 2007. I wrote out a 20-year plan, and podcasting wasn't a part of the plan. A magazine, having 2 studios was, having 2 vehicles was, having a companion was. What else? What else did I have on there? Clothing line. Where's that at? Where's that at? Clothing line. What else? Just like so many things that I said I was gonna do, I'm doing, and it's like people are still looking at me like, you ain't done shit,
bro. I swear. The thing is though, I seen this thing. I seen this video I was watching where this dude, he made something out of his life because he was like a convicted felon, and he got out of jail and this, and then he said, no, I lied. That's a different story actually.
Okay.
Disregard that, guys. Disregard that. But now it's this one guy where he became successful. He became successful, and he was saying like nobody ever like supported him in terms of people that was close to them, so his family members. But when he got successful, like at the road per se, because you're never at the end, they would just be like, yo, how'd you get there? But it's like, oh, you weren't, like, what do you mean how'd I get here? So like it's more so, he said like people always kind of doubted him on the journey there, just more so like looking through their blinds, like watching like when's he gonna fail, like you know what I mean? Then he makes the first step, second step, they're like, oh, he's like going. Third step, like, damn, he's like gone.
Yeah.
And he gets to the top step and it's like, wow, I watched him make it, and you just watched him. You never encouraged, you never was there when he was down by, like, you know what I mean? Like
real talk, off camera, some of what you just said, I've heard a handful of people that said that before, and you passed most of them on the way down. You know what I mean? That's what I hear, and I was just like, I heard someone said, because I had to step away from everything because I was just spiraling out of control. And one thing, I just had to step away from everything and recenter myself and figure out, okay, what the fuck am I doing? So, like 3 years after that whole scenario, I heard from somebody, 3 to 5 years after that whole thing, when I was looking to people for some direction, some assistance, and I couldn't get it, I heard, oh, in 3 years, he's going to look back on us and spit on us. I'm not that kind of person. Like, if I tell you, boom, I'm going to build a studio, and you don't believe I'm going to build a studio, I'm going to show you when I built the studio. You know what I mean? And I'm going to invite you to the studio because I told you I was going to build a studio. If you don't, but like a lot of the scenarios is like, you know what I mean? I see things, perspective, having to happen. I don't want anyone to go through the bullshit I went through to get to where I am. And a lot of people, unfortunately, a lot of my people believe that because I struggled, you should struggle. And no one else does that shit to their own people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Literally.
Literally. Look at every other culture. I'm telling you, bro, the East Indians, there will be like 15 of them in one house. Although in these times it's probably a little challenging. But like there will be. And they'll like until they have 2 houses, and then they'll split up and 7 will live in one and 8 will live in the next one. And then they'll get our next house and they'll split it up 555,
Yeah.
and then they'll get a next one, and then it'll be 3. You know what I mean? The vibe till they get what everybody needs. So I'm inviting a lot of people to, you know what I mean, think outside of your own general perspective and try to look at what other cultures are doing well and like learn to apply those things to yourselves. It's not like no one culture knows it all. Everybody has contributed to the well-being of the world right now.
That brings me back to like that brings me back to like religion. It's like crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it brings me back to religion where I don't know. Like I don't knock like any one religion or anything because I was brought up Christian.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely I'm very invested in a lot of perspectives and outlooks from like worldwide religions and just to see like how they think because like it's just there's no way you can be okay with thinking the way you do something is the best way. If it is, like you could have a efficient way of doing something or the most efficient way of doing something. No way that you think it is the most efficient way because the person who is most smartest in the room never thinks in the room. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I could be smart you, but because I am smart, I think that you know things I don't know. So why would I have these beliefs? And it's like, damn, what you believe makes no sense. Like that makes no sense.
Even then, though, even in being such an intellectual person, like me, I never act like I'm the smartest in the room. I'm always trying to learn something from somebody. But like sometimes you learn from that person that you are the smartest in the room, kind of thing.
You are right there.
You know what I mean?
There are situations that happen.
Yeah,
yeah, you're right.
So for me, it's like I always go by the principle that everybody knows something.
You don't, correct. Yeah.
So I can humble myself in learning, and then on the flip side of it, when I start to get self-conscious, I start from the perspective of I know something that nobody knows. You know what I mean? What it is, I have to figure out by having conversation, but at the same time, I know something that this person doesn't know. So like I can be of value to them as much as they can be of value to me. And it's an exchange of information that actually helps evolve society and psychology. So if I know how to avoid a problem and I'm sitting there watching you headlong about to get into that issue, just like I had this one guy, this one individual. Individual is the polite way of me saying motherfucker. But this one individual, he's watching me work on my vehicle, right? And I'm cranking the pipe, cranking the pipe. He doesn't tell me that the pipe can bend because it's like, he doesn't tell me the pipe can bend. So I'm cranking the bolt that I think is the bolt. So I'm cranking. I'm bending the pipe while I'm cranking the bolt. So before he tells me, hey, you might want to check the pipe, snap. How you gonna watch? I like watching people struggle. You like watching people struggle.
He said that?
He said it. I said, if you knew this was gonna happen to people who act like they know what they're doing, struggle. I said, I didn't know what I was doing. I fucking started doing it, that I didn't know what I was doing, and you told me to do it. Oh, well, I guess that's just your luck.
I was up, bro. You watched me break this pipe, and you got enjoyment from it.
Exactly.
You're fucked up.
That's
like you're actually fucked up.
Straight. Long story short, he ended up getting his comeuppance. So I'm careful with the words I say because I know that they come my way before they go anywhere else. I remember one time I was cussing somebody out for getting me a ticket. And I was cussing. And I'm under the car and I forgot to disconnect the power. I'm under the car. I fucking and then I cranked the bolt and the bolt went and it frame of the car and then it connected the circuit and just came boom back around. As it came back around, came out of the starter. Starter fell, almost landed like right here. The starter's like 40 fucking pounds. Your chest plate cannot handle 40 pounds of pressure. It landed like this far from my chest. So between almost getting electrocuted and almost getting my chest caved in, I was just like, you know what, Jesus, it's not for me. This stress, this frustration, no, I don't. I'm sorry. I'm good. Okay, I let it go. I let it go. I let it go. The ticket got paid. The car got fixed. I got free car parts. The energies, the frustrations that we harbor within ourselves are what limit us from accomplishing things. And I'm saying that to people who are watching, and you know what I mean, like this is a general statement. If I'm always, it can't get any worse. Yes, the fuck it will. Or how much worse could it get? Much.
Like a lot, bro.
A lot, bro. You don't know, and you don't want to know.
Could get a lot worse.
Straight. So
yeah, it's hard to see those things when you're in a situation that affects your emotions, though. Like say like, I don't know, say your aunt, like your grandmother, like died and they were very close to you. Like a lot of people get like very down about that, right? Because their emotions are attached and they're just down by depressed, and it's like you can't think about like being like, yo, it's okay, like, you know what I mean? No, it's not. And it's like you can't tell people anything about stuff like that, but it could be worse. Like, not to be insensitive, but it could be worse. I you know what I mean. It's just more so not really saying shit like that to people. Because you also gotta understand, like, some people aren't necessarily in the same headspace that you're in. Because when a situation, honestly, when I say things like this, don't take it in a way like fucking high up, and I'm like, yo, I don't do anything wrong. But like when like shit, like I take it how anybody would take it. I'm just like, damn, that shit really happened. But you know what I mean? But it's more so I also take it on the back end, like, all right, shit happened. But like, now what are we gonna do?
That's the progressive mentality. That's a progressive mentality. Like, there's people who like, and don't get me wrong, like, you take the time and you assess, you figure out how you feel about it, and you like, you know what I mean, look into it. But it was funny that you said that. Well, not funny when you were talking about grandma, because I was close to my grandmother, and in so many ways I still am. But like, it was like when she passed, for me it was like, okay, I got to keep going. I got to keep doing the things that we were talking about. I'm going to do this. I told her I was going to do that. So it does me no good to dwell on her passing when I could take that energy and fuel my passion.
Damn, that hit me. That hit me so hard, Block.
Yeah,
I mean, like, hard just now, bro.
Even to go further to that, like, I haven't even said this on camera, but like, I released 2 albums back to, well, no, not 2 albums. I made 2 releases 2 years in a row on a day of significance. And anybody who knows me knows what that significant day was. I'll say it off camera because I don't want anybody to go and try to, manipulate that or take away the secret. But I made releases on days of significance to me because I want to honor certain situations and remember certain things in a way that allows me to move forward. If I dwell on them, like I dwell on the memories that I share. So, like, you know what I mean? There's things that I won't be able to do again with that person, but I can still do things that I did with that person to honor them. So if people look at it from that perspective, then I find it'll be easier to get over things. But like, if you always look at the fact that they're gone, then it's just gonna take up more of your time, kind of thing, your energy.
Yeah, I know. I definitely feel that though. Yeah, but I like the point you made where you said use that energy to like do things, because I'm definitely in a different realm. I do the exact same thing, which I'm not gonna say exactly what it is, but in a different realm, I do the same thing. We're taking my energy and just doing things with it. Because like energy is a serious thing. Like it's like it's like the basis of life. Like you know what I mean? You have no energy, you really have nothing. You have no life. So if you have this energy that's just stored and it's just there, and you're putting it towards things that may be detrimental to your, not necessarily your existence, but to your health or your well-being, mental health or your well-being, then you're not necessarily doing the right thing with it. No. But if you get this energy, say you're mod, you know what I mean? You're mod, you just turned out, like, go draw. Yeah. Go write a song. Yeah. You know what I mean? Work out. Yeah. Like, don't sit in the room, like, raging, like, punching shit. Like, go do something with it, bro. It's like, energy is so valuable that, like, people waste it on a daily basis doing nothing. Like, not necessarily nothing, but wasting it in places where it should not go,
or serves little purpose.
Yeah, serves little purpose, and it just shows no results at the end of the day, right? Yeah. But if I take, like, when I wrote my EP, like the place I was in when I wrote that EP, like the energy was just like, the energy was so high, just sat there and be depressed. Okay. You know what I mean? I could have been depressed because I was going through a breakup. Okay. I could have just been depressed. Yeah. But I took that energy. I was just I was listening to beats all day. You just all day long. You know what I mean? Every night I'm up like all night. Okay. I got work in the morning. I'm up all night listening to beats. Yep. I'm writing like 2-3 songs a night.
That's when you're driven. Okay.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Like I took my energy and I did something with it. When I go back and listen to those songs, how did I make this? I don't even remember writing this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when some of the best music comes out.
That's the energy just went into my phone when I wrote it or the print, and it just went out. It went. So definitely, energy is something you should never waste. No, man. Because sometimes you just don't know. Not necessarily know when you're gonna get it back, but just value that shit, bro. Cause
yeah, definitely. Oh man. Okay, so like we talked about energy, we've talked about meditation. These are things that, and that's why I enjoy candid conversations, because I never know what topics we're gonna touch base on when I have someone over here, and there's always some enlightenment that I get from it. You know what I mean? It's either I either confirm something that I've thought before, or I learn something new, or you know what I mean, I get a different perspective on the course that I had. So you know what I mean, I just wanted to put that out there, and thank you for that.
You're welcome, man.
All right. What else do I gotta ask you? Okay, so what is something that everybody needs to know about HrtCore?
Something that everybody needs to know about me is definitely I am a very open person to speak about anything. I'm very oriented, like, but that's just on the back end. If you meet me, I feel like we definitely can, not necessarily swap views, but we definitely can always have a discussion about anything. When it comes to things that are important right now to most people, politics. When it comes to politics, when it comes to religion, when it comes to ideology, when it comes to anything of that sort, I'm definitely a perfect person that's more open to talk about things in this world that are of some importance. And I guess the music is like second. I mean, like, I like to make music, bro. Like, that's just something I like to do. Is more so a hobby, and I feel we definitely should make hobbies and the things that make us hobbies and the things that push us into a higher atmosphere. But when it comes to like my bass and my concrete, like I definitely just like to learn shit. I like to discover shit. I like to know facts. I like to know why people think like how they do. Why do you think you should act this way? Like I actually want to know. Like, I'm not even like mad. Like, I just want to know. Like, that's the type of person I am. If you say the stupidest possible ever you could say to me, I'm cool with that because
Okay.
I just really want to know. But I won't say it's the stupidest possible shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, but definitely, I'm a person that's very open to conversation, which in obviously I don't know if you noticed that by now, but you know what I mean. But now that's definitely something you know about me, and I don't judge people. I don't judge people at all.
Mm-hmm.
Which in you know what I mean. Like I say, like I just like to know what people think about things, and yeah, I'm an open book. I'm just trying. I'm just thinking of like things to say about myself that other people may possibly say because I don't like to toot my own horn in the sense, but I'm definitely an open book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's like what, if you have something to say, just say it. I'm not gonna take offense. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And I like shoes. I like shoes very much. Yeah, yeah, guys. Yeah, that's hardcore. Yeah, in a sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, that was just a dry throat. Not anything else. Y'all need to chill.
Yeah, chill.
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 There's some fibers in the air and shit.
Yeah, if someone's watching this like 3-4 years in like the future, you probably didn't get that joke at all. Yeah, yeah, man. Like literally, nah, yeah. Like we were just talking about that, like how like I think it's like it's so cool how we get out this interview right now about just deep diving into the personality of an artist.
Yeah.
Not even talking about music, just seeing how they think.
Yeah.
And somebody watching it like 3, 4, 5 years down the road when they hear my music and it's like, damn, I really want to know who this person is.
Yeah.
Besides the music. And now they're just listening to me talk about like some off the wall shit, and it's like, yeah, that's like how I think. But like my music doesn't reflect that at all, because like I don't make music talking about like shit like that. I make music talking about shit I like besides like my left brain, like per se. But you know what I mean in terms of like that. But yeah, guys, I like shoes.
Shoes. Yeah, I figured that's why I show you these and to get your opinion on them, because like I don't gotta get them all. I gotta clean up part of this, but I figured, you know what I mean. Like
I definitely I have a certain vibe for like shoes that are beat up in the terms of not beat up, but like you just don't clean them. Like I had a pair of like Vans that I wore like every single day in like 2017. They were white. Block. They were so dirty. They were so dirty. I would literally wear like full on outfits. Like clean outfits going out with dirty Vans on.
Oh shit.
Purposely. Like I just like the vibe of it. Then I got in a car accident. They're like in my trunk because I kept them in my car. They're in my trunk. And like my car flipped, all type of shit, guys. I almost like died, all type of shit, but I'm here now.
Yeah, you got purpose here for sure.
And then they just flew it on my trunk, and I was like sad. I was so sad.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was sad.
The universe must have done something to them, because I got a pair of Vans over there, and I don't usually wear them, and they're like opposite. I wore them in the house.
Yeah. Yo, I do those on my shoes, bro. I swear I just put them on. I just wear them in the house. I'm like, yeah, these shits are hard. And then I just put them back in the box. Like, put them in my closet or some shit.
Yeah. I just want them in the house, and then someone put me on, just like, you're right, so that I retired them. Because, I don't know. You haven't been in there yet. Okay. All right. So, you know what? We have let you into this man's life for long enough. You know what I mean? He is HrtCore. Check him out at HrtCore Not So Daily?
HrtCore Not So Daily.
SHAKURR?
Correct.
NOTSODAILY. If I don't see his Instagram account go up, then I know y'all ain't paying attention. Add him right now. HrtCore Not So Daily.
Y'all don't fucking with me. Nah, I'm kidding. Yeah, but hit me up over there, guys. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always chilling. Or just check me out HrtCore on all like music platforms.
Yeah, HrtCore. You know what I mean? The man is here. I want to thank him for coming through. It's been a blessing and a privilege to, host you at this point in your career. I hope for good things for you. Again, we have been broadcasting on Exposed North The Block Online, Savage Circle. Shout outs to all parties involved. We've been on Sofa City Sounds and the Boneyard. So for all those channels and everybody that's been watching, it's been The Block with HrtCore. Bless up. We
Later, guys.
out.
Love you.